Hi everyone, I'm Sita, and as you may know, if you already follow my channel, that I have recently finished my course of Roaccutane. I didn't want to stop there. Now that my journey is over, I still get a lot of questions about what how's my skin now, how am I feeling, any differences, etc. And so it kind of gave me an idea, and I thought about letting you guys, just doing a Q&A session with all the questions that I've been asked throughout my treatment. There were some obvious questions that I'm going to bring up, which was asked again and again and again, which I did exactly the same thing when I started my course. So I'm probably going to start off with the main ones and then some other ones that you guys may find helpful. How many milligrams was I on? Right, so I started on 30. I started on 30 milligrams for the first month. I was on 40 milligrams for 3 months, and then the last 2 months I was on 50 milligrams. Did I have many side effects? I could talk all day about all my side effects that I got. Some were so strange, I just can't get my head around them. So within the first 10 days or so, I noticed dry skin. It was getting dry to the point like I couldn't even open my mouth. But it wasn't too bad in the beginning, but it did get worse. But as you know, I'm a makeup artist and I also work on a makeup counter. So to have your foundation not really sitting well when you're speaking to customers, I did get pretty paranoid. Dry lips, of course, but I complain about my dry lips, but I actually don't think it was as bad as other people's. What got me through it was probably the Aquaphor lip repair treatment, which really worked, and then I moved on to Carmex, so I was just using both. I did get a lot of cracking on the sides. I kept getting eye infections, blepharitis even. I started getting styes on both eyes. Major thing for me was hair loss. I lost a lot of hair throughout my treatment. When I used to go for a shower, like, oh my god, bundles, like a big bundle of hair would just come out, and it was really hard to see actually. Gum bleeding, got headaches. I was bleeding from my nose. That was a few times, like clots were coming up my nose. That was quite a bit. Big thing, joint pain. Now that I'm off it, I do still have a lot of knee pain, and so I'm slowly bringing myself back into higher impact exercises, but I think it's going to take a while. Tiredness, fatigue. Oh my gosh, how hard was it for me to get out of bed every day? Very hard. I felt like my eyelids were glued shut. Red face, red hot face. Happened to me every time I got on the plane. Face couldn't handle it, and my face would stay red for at least a day. Dandruff, lots of dandruff, but that would come and go. Mood swings, big thing as well, forgot to mention that. Things that helped me was like meditation. Meditation helped me a lot, and that really calmed me down. And it really helped me with my sleep as well. Sometimes I find it hard to go to sleep, but it really helped me kind of soothe me and just relax me and just clear my mind. So meditation is very key. I used an app called Calm, which I've already mentioned, and it worked amazingly. For the ladies, obviously, I had thrush, and I have not had that for a very long time. like 15 years ago or something like that. So so that happened. Okay, next question. Do I think the side effects are worth it? 100%. If you just keep telling yourself this is temporary and it's going to go away, you will be fine. Look at my skin. Imagine if I still had really bad acne. To me, I exhausted every avenue of clearing my skin, because as you know, I didn't want to go on Roaccutane, but it is literally my savior. And if you just put yourself in the mindset that, okay, this is only for 6 months of my life. Yes, you may, but before the first 3 months, you may just look a bit crusty and a bit dry, but the outcome is 100% worth it. Next question. When did I start seeing major differences? So, as you guys know, or if you don't know, 3 months before I started Roaccutane, I went on to antibiotics. I went on limacycline. You'll know from my first video that, I know, like from the pictures, from the thumbnail you see of my video, it shows me with really bad skin, but when you look at my month 1, it doesn't look like I have bad skin. The reason for that is because for 3 months I was on the antibiotics, because I became so self-conscious, I wasn't myself. I felt like I was borderline depressed, and I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to do anything, I didn't want to go to my bookings. So I just made a decision. It's like, even though antibiotics are the worst thing for me and it's not like a permanent solution, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it before starting Roaccutane. That's the reason why I started seeing differences straight away, because I literally transitioned from antibiotics straight into Roaccutane, maybe like a week apart or something like that. So for me, the results came really, really quick. If I just went on Roaccutane without the antibiotics, I have no idea how long it would have taken. Okay, next question. What fatty food do I take with my medication? So I got this a few times because people were commenting on my channel, or they were instant messaging me and asking me like, oh, your skin's cleared up so fast. Tell me like what food do you take? Like what what would you recommend to eat whilst being on the treatment? I'm a healthy person anyway. I was very educated by nutrition when I went down the nutrition route prior to Roaccutane. So so yeah, there's a lot of foods that I cut out: dairy, sugar, and yeast. I cut that out. But even before that, I eat quite healthily anyway. So to me, I don't know whether whilst being on Roaccutane that like my diet actually did help speed up results. I have no idea, but my skin cleared up super fast, and there wasn't any particular food that I would take with the medication. I used to take it before bed, and that was my routine. Nothing special at all. Next question. What makeup would you recommend to use during treatment? I was using Smashbox BB cream because it also had an SPF 35 in it, and as you know, your skin is very sensitive during that time. And then I moved on to Tom Ford Traceless Perfecting Foundation. That was a matte foundation, but gave me really good coverage. Like for some reason it didn't dry me out. It was really strange. I was going back and forth with foundations because I was obviously on the search for the perfect foundation. The Tom Ford one actually did me well for quite a while because it gave me that coverage as well as didn't dry me out, which was great. And then I moved on to Bobbi Brown long wear foundation, and again that was a matte, and this was probably by the last 2 months or so. So my dryness, I think by that point I learned to manage my dryness really well, because I knew exactly what to do with my skincare. So, but we'll go on to that. Fortunately, I never really got bad scarring, and I think that's because my acne was very much on the surface. I never had cystic acne. So for me to cover my marks, the faint marks that I had, was really, really easy. But I completely understand for you guys that have maybe had deeper scarring, which is more visible and more textured. Luckily I never had textured, I never really had textured scars once my acne went away, and it was really easy to find a foundation that would cover it. It was never a problem. Okay, next question. What skincare did you use throughout your treatment? Okay, so I only used one moisturizer, which all you guys know, and it was perfect for my skin. I'm not saying it would be perfect for everyone, but this did wonders, and I'm so glad I came across this cream, because it's the best thing ever, and I recommend it to everyone, and I get feedback back and saying thank you for recommending it. The Avène extremely rich compensating cream. It is like lard, but my god, it works a treat. So that's all I used. If I was going to scrub my face, and it had to be something very light, because obviously when the dry skin was coming off in the shower, I would use Lush Angels on Bare Skin. Angels on Bare Skin is a gentle cleanser. Do not use anything like St. Ives or something really harsh, because that is not going to help your very, very sensitive skin. I would use Clinique Laser Focus Eye Cream. That was like nice and thick, and I didn't really get very dry under eye area, only in the first month, and then it was fine. But what I used to do, I used to slap on the Avène here and then put my eye cream on, so maybe that's what helped. So it helped my concealer sit properly. I didn't use any masks throughout, because as I said, I didn't use anything for scarring, because I didn't feel like I needed to. I knew over time it was just going to go away on its own. Next question. What supplements did I take during treatment? The supplements I took probiotics throughout, so that was twice a day. I started using one for bones, but like I felt like, I don't know, after a while I was like, am I just overdoing it? And is it just like bulking agents that are just doing the most part of this calcium tablet? So I just stopped that. Agnes castus, because mine's hormonal. Mine has always been hormonal acne. So Agnes castus is meant to help balance the hormones, because I have high levels of testosterone. So this was meant to balance it out a little bit. So I still use that to this day. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but I'm just going to carry on taking it anyway. Next question. Oh yeah, this one was funny. Like, did I grow extra facial hair? And I remember who asked me this, because me and her are still in contact. It was funny because I started getting like hair in this area, and like I'm hairy anyway because I've got polycystic ovaries. So wherever, like, I just have hair all over my body. So for me to get it here, I don't know whether I always had it, I just didn't really notice. But then my friend said to me, she's like, why have you got hairy cheekbones? I'm like, that means I've never had it. And then I kind of noticed it, and I was like, oh yeah. This girl on Roaccutane that contacted me, she asked me around the same time, and she said that she got it around this area, and she's never had it before, which was really strange, because I didn't know you meant to, like, you can develop extra facial hair. Next question. Was it hard to be referred to a dermatologist because it was hormonal acne? No, not at all. I don't know what the process is in other countries, but for us, as long as we almost follow a protocol to get to the stage where you are like where everything has been exhausted, and there's only one thing left you can do that could possibly get rid of this acne, then it was fine. Final question. Would I recommend Roaccutane? I think you know the answer to that. Yes, 100 million % yes. It has changed my freaking life. I don't know what I would have done without it, and I'm so grateful for everything and the way it has changed. It has actually brought me back to who I was. It's not like it's made me a better person, hell no. It's brought me back to when I was my most confident and when I was my happiest, and I couldn't ask for anything better. And guys, whoever's watching this, just get on it. Just get on it. You're gonna be having blood tests. You're gonna be having pregnancy tests. Like, doctors are gonna look after you. If there's anything wrong, or if you get a weird side effect, whatever, you just need to report to your doctor and just keep them well informed on what's going on. But however shitty you're gonna feel, doesn't matter. Like, guys, if you've seen my before pictures and look at my after, I'm wearing BB cream and a little bit of bronzer and a little bit of highlighter here. I don't need to wear full coverage makeup anymore, and there's no texture on my skin. That is the end of my Q&A session. I really hope this was really useful and most of your questions were answered. But remember, this is what just happened to me. It doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. So just take it as this is like one case study. But I hope I covered most questions or queries or anything that you were thinking about. But I'm going to give you a skin update 6 months post-Roaccutane to let you know how it is. Hopefully I will be fine and there are no spots that have come back and I'm still doing okay. Just to give you a quick update on my skin so far, obviously I'm wearing makeup. I'm getting little spots. I get little minor spots here and there, but they go within like 2 days. I would say that the scarring is worse, as in the scars stay longer than usual, whereas the scarring didn't really, the scarring would go straight away on Roaccutane. Now I'm off it, I think it takes a little bit longer to repair, but I'm not going to complain. Like, there was, like, last week I had like one here, a few here, coming down here, and I was like, oh my god, is this the start? But it went away and it's fine. I've accepted that my skin will never be perfect, and as long as you accept that, guys, well, this is for me, then you will be fine. But thank you for watching, and I will update you in 6 months.